Greetings, folks. This is Bob again from Daily Enduring Truth. This is actually my second take. I don't know what happened, but somehow in the middle of the first one, the camera just flipped off. So hopefully this will be as good as the first one, maybe better, maybe worse. Who knows? Anyway, I have a short Bible study today. Excuse me. I have a short Bible study today that's based on the parable of the vineyard. And I'm keeping it short today because I didn't see a good place to break it off after this story without it going too long. I also am in the middle of National Novel Writing Month. You may hear about NaNoWriMo. And during that time, I have a lot of extra time commitments for writing and for helping to administer the local organization. So I sort of kept things short today so I could get things done for that as well. And that means we'll probably spend about 3 weeks total on Mark 12, unless next week I decide I'm going to finish everything there. Although it would be an extra long Bible study. So the story of the vineyard is a story of a practice that still continues today called sharecropping. Now, under sharecropping, what happens is a landowner will take his land or her land, and if they are not able to farm it for some reason, they will lease it to other people who will then farm the land. And what the landowner gets back in payment is a share of the crops. And I know it still exists today because a number of years ago I was working in a church in West Texas, and one of the ladies in our church lived on the land that she and her husband had lived for years. And when he passed away, she sharecropped the land out. And one time I was over there and she gave me some of the most delicious cantaloupe that had been grown on her land. And it was quite a treat. So it does happen today. And what happens is, in this story, the landowner takes his land, he builds all the infrastructure for a winery, and then he goes off to a far place. Well, the time comes for the harvest. And what does he do? He expects his share. But he makes things easy for the sharecroppers by sending a servant to go pick up his share of the crops. Only for some reason the sharecroppers don't think that the landowner deserves his share, and they beat the servant. And the landowner is sort of perplexed, but he sends other servants along, and they beat some, they kill others, and finally he says, this, I don't get this, but here's my son. They will respect my son. And so he sends his son, and the sharecroppers, instead of respecting the son, basically say, if we get rid of the son, then we'll get the land, which was false. Because as Jesus said, the landowner said, he's going to destroy those sharecroppers and give the land to others. And it was an obvious parable to the religious leaders of Israel that Jesus was the Son of the Father. He was the Son of God. And the fact that they were working hard now, they had killed the prophets, they had beaten the prophets, and now God had finally sent his Son to them, and they were rejecting him again. And as Jesus put it out, he said, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The stone that wasn't good enough for the building in general is what the whole building is based upon. And that's what's happened now is the leadership of God's people has passed to those who see Jesus as the cornerstone of their life. And it's an obvious parable, and to me it was sort of a last chance for the religious leaders to get things right and turn to Jesus. But they didn't. So anyways, like I say, it's a short Bible study. I hope you look at it over on my Daily Enduring in Truth site. I'll be putting the link there in the comments, and I hope you enjoy it. As always, we appreciate your subscriptions. So if these bless you, then please subscribe. Please feel free to tell others. You're welcome to share this video with other people as well. But the one thing I'll say is let Jesus prevail in your heart and show his love and grace to others, no matter what the situation may be. You'll have a great day.